Good morning. My name is Sally and today I am doing a little bit of an experiment for Look Fabulous Forever. So I have put on all my makeup, but I have not put on my Smooth Out Eye Prime before putting on my eyeshadow today, which I always normally do. So I have just gone straight onto my eyelids using taupe all over and then chocolate in the socket line and as my eyeliner. I did already notice that it was quite hard to blend. It wasn't as easy to put on the eyeshadow when I didn't have the eye prime underneath. And I'll kind of zoom in a little bit. You can see it's not quite as neat. However much I've blended, I found it harder to get a neat line, and I've still got a few of my little veins showing underneath. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to you at the end of the day and see how my eye shadow is faring without using the eye prime. And then tomorrow I'm going to do the same, repeat the same experiment using the same eyeshadow, but I am going to use my Smooth Out Eye Prime in the morning, and then I'm going to again come back to you at the end of the day and see how that goes. So anyway, I will look forward to seeing you all later. Good evening, it's me again, and it's the end of day one, and I'm just about to get ready to go to bed and to take my makeup off. So I thought I would show you how my eye shadow has fared without using the Smooth Out Eye Prime. As you can see, my eyes, I've still got some shadow on. It hasn't totally gone, but they're much, much paler than they were this morning. So it has faded. If I just close and sort of come in a bit close, you can see there is a little bit of creasing, a little bit of greasiness, and just generally not perfect, not bad, could be worse. But the top eyeliner that I put on had nothing to really adhere to, so that has almost come off. There's still some eyeliner at the bottom, and my waterproof mascara has stayed on beautifully. That hasn't budged at all. I've only applied my lipstick one more time, so that's nearly gone, but it was the long-lasting one, so I've still got a little bit of lippy on. But my shadow has creased a little bit and it has faded, so it'll be really interesting tomorrow to repeat this experiment and put on the eye prime at the beginning of the day. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So it's Sally here again, and it's day 2 of my experiment for Look Fabulous Forever. So this morning I have tried to do exactly the same makeup as I did yesterday, but this time I have used my Smooth Out Eye Prime before I put my taupe eyeshadow all over my eyes, and I still put the chocolate into the socket line a little bit, and then I also put chocolate as my eyeliner. And I must say I found it a lot easier to put the chocolate eyeliner on, having a sort of a bit of a base. I also found it easier to get more of the taupe on, and for it, I don't know if you can sort of see, I'll come in a little bit closer. It hopefully looks a little bit more even than it did yesterday. It was just a little bit easier to make everything nice and even because I had the base underneath. So hopefully I'll come back to you this evening and see how the eyes have fared after a whole day with the Smooth Out Eye Prime underneath. It's the end of day 2 of my experiment with Look Fabulous Forever. And this morning, if you remember, I actually put on my Smooth Out Eye Prime before putting on my eyeshadow in taupe and chocolate. And so this evening, I am comparing how my eyeshadow looks compared to yesterday. And I think you'll agree, if I close my eyes and sort of zoom in a little bit, that my eyes are definitely better than they were yesterday. They look much more like they did first thing this morning. My eyeshadow has not faded like it did yesterday. It's not creased as much. It's a truer colour. And the other thing is that I've noticed is that my eyeliner that I put on the top of my lashes has lasted today. It hasn't disappeared like it did yesterday when I didn't use the Smooth Out Eye Prime, because it didn't have anything to adhere to yesterday, whereas today it had a base, it had the primer which smoothed everything out and allowed the shadow just to go on better. So definitely worth doing the experiment, and if you are using eyeshadow, I would definitely recommend to use just a tiny amount. I didn't use much of the Smooth Out Eye Prime. I put it on with my fingers. You can either blend it with your finger or you can use the concealer brush number 4 just to blend it in, but do make sure that your eyelids are dry and oil free when you apply it, but I shall definitely continue to use it when I put eyeshadow on, because it definitely has made a difference compared to yesterday. So I'm going to take my makeup off now and go to bed at the end of day 2 of my experiment. Thank you, bye bye.